I don't see the Alba. Prince Bastion must have entered the temple to find Ultra Gunner. Excellent. I knew that foul scent rolling across the field was familiar. Your stench is unmistakable, Faulkner. Childish taunts will not save your lives once my attack commences. Leave now if you wish to spare your lives. I'm afraid you're seriously delusional if you think we're of the mind to accept such an offer. In fact, it is we who shall mete out judgment upon. Judgment, pain, and suffering upon your sorry hides. We will never let you gain possession of His Highness or of Ultra Gunner. Then we are at an impasse, one to be broken only by the flow of blood. Ultra Gunner shall be mine, make no mistake. If you are foolish enough to lay down your lives for a boy, so be it. Fools have died for less, I suppose. We must hold fast at the bridges. They're the only thing between Faulkner and the temple. Don't waste your breath on the obvious, Zera. We will hold the bridges and keep these parasites at bay for as long as Bastion needs. This is our moment of truth. This is when the strength of our hearts will be revealed. To arms, then. Alright, so this battle is fairly easy. As soon as Ultra Gun comes up, basically it's over. They'll get all defeated pretty quickly. The one thing we need to make sure of is Faulkner will run away when his HP gets below 50, so we kind of have to try and defeat him before that happens, right? So, because I've been gone for a month, I need to check my characters. I need to see if one of them has Searing Flame. Maybe Galvus does? No? Okay. And then there's Devlin. Oh, no one has Searing Flame. I think I can learn it before Bastion before we end up battling Faulkner. So the ideal strategy is literally just to hold the bridge. You can have Barlow and Devlin just sit here the whole time and they'll survive everything, right? The enemies on this side of the bridge are extremely weak. It's when Faulkner as well as his bodyguards come down, right here, Imperial 1 and 2, down to this bridge, is when things get slightly harder, just because they're much more stronger than the Imperials in the front. So Galvus is not going to do any damage because he's going to leave once we reclaim the old kingdom capital. And we're just going to have Andrew do some attacks in the front. No battle animations. And this one is quick, so it can actually, its agility is pretty high, and I believe its dex is pretty high too, so it can dodge as well as hit you pretty easily. Zera is always going to be an issue, at least until the next mission where we'll gain control of him. Okay, Galvus. Wait, what's he have again? He has Tackle and Strong Slash and a Fireball. Let's just have him sit here and do absolutely nothing. Andrew is just going to do his thing and just tornado everybody. I'd like to use Turbulence, but without second attack, to drive out their FP to at least 60, which prevents them from making an action on their turn, because they'll be forced to end their turn if their FP is 60 or over. Without second attack, you don't instantly get an enemy to 60 FP, so Tornado is the best option right now. And yeah, that's basically it. We just gotta keep holding this bridge until Bastion gets out here. And hope RNG is with us when it comes to Andrew, because like I kept saying, even 10 and then hit rate from an enemy from 10% or lower doesn't mean you're going to evade it. You can still easily be hit. Let me check his stats quick second. Yeah, okay, looks good. So if we put him here, an Imperial Knife from the back, Zero will actually wipe him out. So let's defend Barlow for a quick sec while the other Imperials rush up to him. Okay, excellent. Now we can actually take that kill. We're gonna do it with Devlin because Barlow has no unique attacks. Okay, so let's end here. Galvus is gonna sit around, do nothing. When she gets Reyna's trick, it's gonna be she's gonna be a lot more useful when it comes to counterattacking. Until then, her basic strengths come from being a very useful support character with Cooling Mist, which drives ally FP down. It recovers 33% of the FP of a character's FP. Sorry, I'll be clear. It recovers 30% of the character's max FP, so 100. So as long as you're 33% or lower when it comes to FP, it'll reduce down to 0. Okay, strong thrust here. Actually, wait. Yeah, let's just do a strong thrust here. We're gonna have Reyna make the kill, right? How is the level difference here? So Reyna is level 8. Wow, that is extremely low, and you are level 9, so Reyna's gonna level up pretty good. Probably 1 or 2 levels, potentially. Now we'll just use a normal thrust here. Okay, I need to check my sheet here because being gone for a month means I forgot almost everything, like stat distribution, I mean. So she needs to learn Reyna's trick, and that requires... where the heck is it? That requires 16 base and 20 dexterity, but 7 stat points to everything else. Okay. So 1 to base, because here, this is the key thing to remember about base. You will get a +6 boost to your HP by applying 1 point to base. Every point after will increase it by +4 and then +4. So it's a huge waste to put more than 1 stat point towards base in a single level up. So just 1 to base and then distribute it everywhere else you want it to be. Okay, we'll avoid this. And I learned that the hard way when I was testing stats here, right? Trying to figure out how much HP you get when you increase stat points. I kept finding that it wasn't a linear increase, right? It wasn't +6 or +4 for every stat point. It was definitely 6 and then 4 and 4. I'm sorry it took so long. How are we holding up? Bastion, an Ultra Gunner. Your Highness, you look magnificent. That is a sweet-looking ATAC. Bastion, I cannot lie. In that ATAC, you look almost as gallant as me. It's about time you decide to show your face at the party, Bastion. Ultra Gunner, the ATAC of legend. I can scarcely believe what I behold. I sense great power within this ATAC. I don't really know how to use it yet. At last, my search is ended. The most powerful ATAC in the history of the continent stands before me. Ultra Gunner shall be mine. The world will bow to my whims at last. Faulkner! It's been ages since we first met, Prince Bastion. I apologize for not staying in touch. I must thank you and your friends for all your hard work. What are you talking about? You unselfishly found Ultra Gunner for me. I humbly accept your generous gift. You're insane, Faulkner. I wouldn't give you a bucket of spit if you burst into flames. Such a colorful insult, Bastion, but I assure you that I have an even better comeback. Bring her out. Give me Bastion. Nelia! Have you no more harsh words for me, boy? Or will you play nicely? I would much prefer the latter. No, Bastion, don't give Ultra Gunner to him. You know the horror that he would cause with it. Don't worry about me, Bastion. It was my fault for being captured. Do not give in to Faulkner. It seems we have a martyr in our midst. How endearing. Well, child, will you give me the Ultra Gunner? Damn you, Faulkner. The future king is having a difficult time reaching a decision. Perhaps I can be of assistance. I find time limits to be wonderfully motivational. You have to the count of 5. If I do not receive the answer I wish to hear, I will be forced to cut your friend neatly in two. I won't bother to describe what I'll do to her if you choose to attack me. What? 1. 2. Don't do it, Bastion. Fight him. Don't give him Ultra Gunner. 3. You have no heart, Faulkner. Neither heart nor soul. I love you, Bastion. 4. Alright, Faulkner. If you want this damned ATC, you can have it. No. Don't be a fool, Bastion. Now, that wasn't so difficult, was it? It all comes easily once you're resigned to it. Step forth, then. I've seen enough. General Faulkner, what is going on? I cannot believe that you would stoop to such tactics as threatening the life of an innocent girl. You dishonor both yourself and the Imperial Army you serve. Sadira! Princess Sadira, you have no idea what you're interfering with here. I suggest you leave. I don't want to hear any excuses. I want you to obey my orders. May I remind you, it's your sworn oath? Let her go. Princess Sadira, you do not grasp the import of this, negotiation. Obey my orders, or I'll have you arrested for conspiring to mutiny against the Junaris Empire. Very well. Release the girl. Yes, sir. Thank you, Sadira. No, do not thank me. Leave the battlefield before the hostilities resume. Sadira, you saved Malia's life. Thank you. I didn't save her for you, Bastion. I set her free because Faulkner's behavior was a stain on the honor and pride of the Imperial family. Faulkner, I want you to know that this matter is far from over. You are supposed to set an example for their troops. Taking girls hostages is a poor example indeed. There will be a hearing upon your return to the capital. Disciplinary action will be taken, I assure you. Let's go, Franco. Indeed, Princess. You impetuous, foolish, meddling little Snow Queen. Well, Faulkner, it looks like you're forced to engage us in a fair fight. How unfortunate for you. Are you ready to be dismantled while watching the little grunts watch? Alright, Faulkner's moving. Fantastic. Alright, let's check the turn order. That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. There. That's the wrong one. Okay, last option is usually... The last command is usually when I get it right. Alright, so where's Faulkner? He's at turn 14. And let's see, Bastion's at turn 11. Alright, everything looks good. This is... What's his face? Devlin, right? Yeah. Alright, so let's have Devlin just end his turn, because obviously he's going to get wiped out. Can we defeat this Imperial? Let's see. Nice. Alright, so comes with Barlow. Like I said, 1 point to your base for the +6, and then from there just distribute it everywhere else. And let's put agility in defense. And we'll end our turn here. Andrew is, let's see, Andrew's gonna be sticking around with us to the very end, and once he gets Somersault, he's an insanely even more powerful character. But for one, we need to make sure Bastion is below level 15 before we get to, before we can recruit Malia, just so it makes it easier to stay below level 20. So, let's just attack Imperial 7. In return, Reyna will take the kill. Bastion's level is too high. And we shall end here. And I don't know. I don't think I have Lightning Strike. Lightning Strike is one of Bastion's attacks, and it's extremely useful. It's a range 2. It's a range 2, and it's a knockdown skill, which basically means that the enemies are forced to block it. You see that? 99% and still missed. One of the horrid things of this game is that that does happen quite a lot more than you'd like it to. So, yeah. Alright, let's finish off this barrel right here. Now we missed. Dang it. Okay. Let's use Fireball. Wait, did we get hit? Oh, we got hit. Shoot. Yeah, we can see high accuracy. Doesn't necessarily mean you're actually going to hit the opponent. And the thing that's crazy about this is that they don't have Reflect Attack or Parry. So they're not using dormant skills to actually dodge any of these plus 70, plus 90% attacks. Okay, avoid. Okay, so now since, what's his name, Zera is right beside us, I don't believe he has Turbulence, so Turbulence or even Tornado at this point. I'm pretty sure he gets it in the next mission, so we'll see. Actually, I'm going to look at it right now. Okay, he has Tornado, so I have to be careful he doesn't snipe a kill. Make sure Zera doesn't go before Bastion, okay. So I just want to move Galvus out of the way. There we go. Okay, we got a bunch of Imperials moving before Bastion can move. Lord Alden, it's Ultra Gunner. Indeed, Melior. The Royal ATC of legend has been resurrected at last. What are they doing here? More unexpected visitors? What an unpleasant development. It seems to be Lord Alden, ruler of Hibernia. Hibernia? Haven't they taken a neutral position in the war between the kingdom and the empire? Which means that if they're here, they must be choosing a side. I must say, I don't think it's ours. Lord Alden, what brings you here? Have you decided to join the Empire in its quest to unite the continent? I have come only to witness history unfold before me, General Faulkner. As I have told you before, I have no intention of supporting the Empire or the Kingdom at this time. Please continue with your battle. What do you think, Zera? Lord Alden is a man of his word, Bastion. He won't get involved in this fight now. Well then, let's focus our energies on ending this battle quickly. Alright, so it's true, Alden and Melior will not join the battle, and their entire appearance is literally just a way to introduce them into the game, into the world. Okay, so let's move here. Oh wait, no. I need Reyna to take the kill, but I'll move here so that she can get the accuracy boost from an enemy being surrounded. Okay, strong thrust again, right here. Okay, Faulkner's who I need to watch out for. Even though Andrew has 32 agility, if Faulkner ends up hitting him, Andrew probably can be one-shot at worst and two-shot at best. Okay, so let's try and get rid of this guy first. There we go. Then we do need Searing Flame. We're not going to be able to one-shot Faulkner, so we're going to have to do our best to hopefully get... And what's his name? What's his name? Devlin to level up. Without him being leveled up, I won't be able to use Searing Flame, which would probably allow Bastion to one-shot Faulkner, at least from behind. Oh, wait a second, what am I doing? I just remembered one of my plans. Take everybody down with Bastion and make sure everybody else is, well, all the other allies are at a low level, right? Low level and low stats for the final battle. Forgot about that part. Okay, so we should have a new attack. There's Lightning Strike. And Bastion's basic main purpose is to attack everybody from behind. Okay. Great. So we're going to continue on to the actual trajectory plan that we have. Okay, so just weaken everybody with everybody, with the allies, and then just, yeah, just weaken everybody. I still want to try and get Searing Flame though. That's something I do want to try grabbing. Okay, strong thrust. Not on you. We're gonna have Bastion take the kill. And hit you. Go. Roaring Dex on Bastion, so he can get his probably 99% hit accuracy. strong thrust right here. Let's move her out of the way. Actually, no, we'll keep her right here. Okay, Devlin. This guy seriously needs more base. So I really do need Searing Flame, so I'm gonna have to give it all to... Actually, let me check my sheets here. So Searing Flame is going to require 10 to base. Okay, so it actually looks good. So we'll do this. There we go. Fantastic. Alright, so I'm going to move him behind Bastion from this point on, and then whenever I fight, or when I'm able to fight Faulkner, I'll have him use Searing Flame. And also have Andrew use his Roaring Dex to make sure Bastion's attacks actually connect. Okay, let's use Lightning Strike. Now we'll move behind, and we shall... Let's use Turbulence. Actually, wait, no, I'm supposed to move... What am I doing? I'm supposed to move Devlin behind Bastion. So let's do this. And we will use that. I think I could probably have Faulkner wipe everybody out. So that might be the ideal thing to do. And just make sure everybody's wiped out before basically Faulkner and Bastion be the last people on the field, right? Okay, here we have Holy Light, but that's okay. We'll go ahead with there, and we shall move back one space, end our turn. Oh, of course, Zera, dude. Okay, so I'm gonna let Zera be wiped out. This guy just keeps taking positions where I don't want him to be in. Okay, let's end our turn. Okay, we gotta protect Devlin. If I lose Searing Flame, one-shotting Faulkner becomes probably impossible. There's normal thrust here. Okay. We have Cooling Mist, so we'll use this. And I can actually move Galvis so that he can block the bridge. Now remember, the point of this run is not to get the best ending, so we're not looking for optimal efficiency here. The point of this run is to get the bad ending, so that is why we are prioritizing not powering everybody up to their theoretical max, and instead focusing on make sure Bastion gets all the kills, as well as reduce everybody's morale at the same time. Okay, end our turn here. Okay, now we can move Bastion right here, use Searing Flame on him, and then we're going to head behind the Imperial and take him out before he wipes out Devlin. Okay, and Melting Flare. Alright, there we go. He's safe. Lightning Strike. Fantastic. Okay, and we're just gonna use Roaring Wind. I should just sit here. Okay, Faulkner will take down, will for sure take down Faulkner will for sure take down Zera, so just hopefully he decides to attack Zera at some point. And these weaker Imperials don't just feed themselves to Zera. Okay, let's counter that. Boldly missed it. It's unfortunate. turn again. We'll move Galvus out of the way, right there. Barlow can just go ahead and keep doing normal attacks. Really, that's really all he can do. Just get a little bit of experience at a time. Okay, so we'll just use a normal lightning strike here. So Devlin and Andrew do not like to be moved. Or sorry, if they don't move, they will actually lose morale. So that is why I am not moving them at all. And also the fact that I'm waiting for Faulkner to wipe out Zero. Let's end their turn right here, and okay, hopefully Zero gets frozen. Okay, he's not gonna get frozen. And Faulkner really wants to wipe me out, so that really sucks. Let's try and avoid. Dang it. Okay, and our turn again. Zero's not doing anything because his FP is above 60. He really needs to be frozen. That's what I need to see happen. Okay, Barlow's gonna go there. Andrew's gonna end his turn. Now, for Barlow, we can't have him do nothing, because if we have him do nothing, and by nothing I mean just end his turn without performing any actions, his morale actually increases, and that's a problem, right? If morale's too high by the end of Chapter 19, Mission 22, then you're in a situation where you can never get the bad ending. Okay, let's move. Let's leave Reyna right. Let's leave. What am I doing? Ah! Let's put Reyna right there and just use Cooling Mist. Okay, end my turn. Galvus can do nothing. Okay, Andrews again gonna end his turn. Bastion, not gonna heal anyone. Actually, there's also an alternative. If a character's HP is below 50% at the end of the battle, their morale also decreases, so that's an alternative. So that means Devlin... Basically, Devlin's morale is going to go down even further at the end of battle, which is fine, right? Like, he's already at the point where he hates everybody, or he hates Bastion, so yeah, let's defend this. Okay. And as for Barlow, let's use Ice Shard so we can get hit. There we go. End our turn. Now Devlin, I want him to... Oh wait, I need Devlin to survive. What am I doing? I'm going to put Devlin right here. And use Searing Flame on Bastion. Let's actually see how much damage can Bastion do right now to Faulkner. Because even if Faulkner runs away, the battle doesn't end. He just runs away. I'm gonna go over here. Actually, no. It requires 40 AP, and yeah, I can't do it. Okay, I was gonna try and use Roaring Dex on Bastion, but not gonna work. Shoot. The only good thing about this is that the enemies Zera is defeating are at such a low level that the experience that they would give to Bastion isn't really significant. Shoot, okay, Faulkner needs to be taken down a bit. Also to be careful, because what's his face can end up using Tornado and wiping him out. So let's try using Blinding Light. Something weaker. Slash is the weakest attack that I have besides Blinding Light. Let's try this out, and hopefully Zera doesn't hit Faulkner. If he does, then Faulkner's just gonna escape. Let's watch the battle while we're at it. Let's use Cooling Mist. I'm gonna leave I'm gonna leave Andrew right there because he seems to be the target for Faulkner. I'm also gonna make it so Andrew's back is facing Faulkner. Okay, there we go. Okay, good. Zera didn't do anything. Looks like his FP was too high. We're gonna turn battle animations off. Okay, Gal's gonna do nothing. Barlow gonna do. Oh shoot! I'm supposed to have him do nothing. Shoot. Alright, so Devlin can go up here. Let's use another Same Flame and Bastion to refresh it. And then we're going to do a Lightning Strike. This should be enough to wipe out Faulkner in one hit. And we don't need to actually do that. So Bastion, go ahead, Lightning Strike wrong person. There we go. Now we can watch this one for sure. This ATAC has taken far too much damage. 1 or 2 more strikes and I'm finished. I must retreat. I'll remember this day, Bastion, and I will yet have Ultra Gunner. Alright, fantastic. Now, 1 to base and then put everything towards defense. The only way to properly level up with Ultra Gunner is quite literally to balance all his stats. So literally always 1 to base, because I explained how you get plus 6 HP every time you put 1 point to base every time. So and then from here on we're just bouncing everything. And so like so. And he's gonna get Splitting Smash pretty soon. I don't need to worry too much about getting all his dormant skills because as long as I'm balancing everything, he's gonna end up with them by the end of the game. So don't have to worry too much as long as you're properly leveling. Okay, let's leave Andrew where he is. And since those Imperials up there do not seem to be moving, and from what I can tell, they won't move because I'm not close enough. So that's my assumption of why they're not doing a single thing. Turn, Barlow's gonna move forward. Let's use Cooling Mist. Okay, Andrew does nothing again. There we go. Okay, so now it's just the last 2 Ian Loggers just to the north of us. Actually, I guess east. Okay, and let's end turn, and then just gonna have Bastion move all the way up. Let's bring Devlin up too. He's going... Actually, let's bring everybody and follow Bastion. Let's just have them not do anything, and then try and get them killed. Or at least have their HP brought down to at least below 50%. Okay, let's try and lure them over. Nice, there we go. Andrew's always going to be an issue. Make sure Barlow is actually doing something so his morale doesn't increase. And these last 3 Imperials are the targets. Specifically the Imperial 1 and 2 for Bastion. Actually, let's keep him right here, back facing, and we'll continue using Roaring Dex on Bastion while they try and kill Andrew, and then potentially I'm going to put someone 2 spaces in front of the Ian Logger, diagonal of Ultra Gunner, right here, and try and get somebody defeated. I would say Galvas, but he doesn't stay till the end of battle, so, or till the end of the game, so let's put him right here instead. And Devlin, Let's have him be defeated. We don't actually need Searing Flame anymore. We just quite literally needed it only for Faulkner. Okay, let's end turn. Barlow still has to do something, so do that. He dodged that, which is not what I wanted to happen. Obviously. Okay, there we go. There are characters who are really hard to make to lower the morale for. Reyna is one of them because there's not much you can do with her that will have the enemy. Well, how do I put this? There's not much you can do in a battle to drive down Reyna's morale, because as long as you're beating an enemy, her morale will actually go up. And yeah, so there's not much you can do. Okay, and then, oops, dang it, that was not intended. Now we just need these Reyna and Dev. At least Reyna be wiped out, right? At least Reyna, just her. Everybody else, I don't really care much. Galvus is leaving, Nor's reclaimed. And, oh yeah, also Devlin too. Let's get him wiped out too. Fantastic. Okay. Andrew also. Andrew's also the issue, right? Because when you attack enemies from the back, morale across the party decreases. But, except for Andrew, his morale actually increases when you do that. Let's sit right here. And Reyna needs to be taken down. Nice. Alright, excellent. Andrew, stay there. Galvus. Let's have Galvus just go right here. Okay, that longer is going to do absolutely nothing. Excellent, Zera's gone, fantastic. What I always like to see. Now what I don't know about Zera is if he's defeated while he is AI controlled, what happens is, does his morale actually decrease, or does it stay static until you finally get control of him? Oh man, they're extremely weak. Okay, Arlo's gonna take forever to be defeated, so let's just use Lightning Strike. Because there's no way they're gonna hit Andrew. Andrew's way too fast. His agility is way too high for them to actually hit. It's only when we get to the later missions where it becomes possible to, becomes more common for the enemies to actually hit him. Primarily the Sharkings will be the ones who can do it. Okay, let's go back here. And we shall end. A 6% and still missed. Yep, that's very accurate. 99 and still missed. Extremely accurate. Okay, let's move him over here. Galvus can go right here. There we go. Last in logger to take care of, and then it's pretty much over. So let's position him like so. And then let's see where this Imperial 2 goes. Okay, attacking Galvus, I see. Oh wait, let's just end our turn. do a normal slash here. Or actually a thrust. Really strong, by the way. And that's only because he's severely overleveled. Okay, we're done now. Let's watch the last hit of the battle. The battle is ended, and Bastion has triumphed. With the Ultra Gunner, I would expect nothing less. Lord Alden, my desire is to use the power of the Ultra Gunner to restore peace to the continent, which means I must defeat Faulkner and the Empire. I ask for your cooperation, sir, and I ask you to ally with the kingdom. Your quest is a noble one, Bastion, but I cannot agree to an alliance at this time. I will, however, agree to consider your request. Come, Melior. Yes, Lord Alden. Take care, Prince Bastion. Farewell, Lord Alden. You did it, Bastion. I can hardly believe that you now have the ATAC of Legend. This day is merely the start of something great. I can feel it. Today is a triumph for the kingdom, Your Highness. But remember, there are many battles yet to come. I'm proud of you, Bastion. So tell us, how do you feel to control Ultra Gunner? What does a cockpit look like? We all want to know. Really? Of course. In fact, Barlow has gone on a hunger strike until you give us some juicy details. Juicy... what? I never say anything about a hunger strike. I wouldn't mind hearing about the Ultra Gunner either, my friend. It is one gorgeous ATAC. I believe we are all in agreement to a surprising degree for once. So let's hear it, Bastion. Well, not long after I ran into the temple, I stumbled my way into a dark chamber. It's immense. This must be the Ultra Gunner. But this is not an ATAC. It's a statue carved out of stone. A solemn tribute to an eternal legend. Wait, Gratia is glowing. My thoughts seem to be making it grow brighter. This is no statue. The layer of stone was merely an illusion which Gratia has stripped away. This is the ATAC which I was born to control. This is the ATAC which can bring peace to the world. Now I have to learn how to use it in time to help my friends outside. Incredible, Bastion. I wonder how many adventurers over the years have seen that statue without realizing it was the biggest, baddest ATAC of them all. What an amazing story, Bastion. Now you're sure that you're not exaggerating? Of course, His Highness is telling the truth. He knows his words are to be shared with generations to come. I highly doubt that, Galvus. You don't understand, Your Highness. Everything you do from this moment onward shall be legend. This is the day when you discover the key to liberating the continent. I don't know if I care for that very much, Galvus. But that is something to discuss at another time. Where's Malia? I'd like to make sure she's alright. And now that you mention it, I saw her only a few minutes ago. She didn't look very happy. Bastion, this is bad. What's the matter, Puck? I just found a note from Malia. She's run away. What? Why would she do that? This is my fault. I should have been watching her more carefully. I should have known that she would blame herself for what happened. What are you referring to, Reina? Don't you see? She blames herself for being kidnapped and being used to manipulate Bastion. It's ridiculous, but there's no time to examine motive now. We must find her. Let's go. None of us were able to find her, Bastion. I'm so sorry. It's not your fault, Reina. It's mine. I feel your pain, Bastion, even if you'd never believe it. To lose one so close is to die to love. Not to worry, I shall commission a search party this moment. If she's out there, we'll find her. A young girl of her delicate composition won't get far on foot in such a short time. Duke Zera, I bring urgent news. What say you? I'm afraid to tell you, sir. Speak. We haven't time to waste in foolish indecision, woman. Yes, sir. We have received word that a coup d'etat has taken place in Island, the capital city of Avalon. I pray this is a terribly timed joke, because I find it to be not the least bit amusing. A revolt in Island? Impossible! Anything is possible, Reina. Anything at all. The mutineers have taken civilian hostages throughout the city, Duke Zera. And what are their demands? Only one, sir. They want you to come to Island at once and speak with them directly. Commander Ione has already gone to Island and is preparing an assault on the renegades. I've paid so much attention to Bastion's trials that I've neglected my duties at home. Ione is a skilled leader, Zera. Surely she can regain control of the capital. Agreed. Ione shall be a general one day very soon. In fact, I would not be surprised if she ruled Avalon. However, this is not a crisis to be left at the door of another. It is my responsibility to take care of. Bastion, I must depart for Island at once. I hope you understand. Whoever has staged this revolt has orchestrated the conditions of my return very carefully. Duke Zera, you must be careful. Perhaps I should accompany you to watch your back. No, Reina. With 2 ATCs lost from his force, Bastion would be too vulnerable. You must stay. But if you think we would continue on our journey with your home in danger, you're mad, Zera. What? I admire you, Bastion. I can't help but respect any man who can make a woman yelp like that. Do you not realize what you're saying, Highness? If we leave now, we also leave behind Malia. Exactly. I thought you cared about her, Bastion. We all did. I do care about Malia. Of course I'm concerned for her. But I can't always take the actions which benefit me. I need to act on behalf of my friends as well. I can't begin to repay Duke Zera and Reina for all the ways in which they have helped me until now. But helping them with the situation at Island is certainly a start. Bastion. You're a noble man. Foolish, but noble. And I like that. You sure about this, Bastion? Absolutely certain? Absolutely, Reina. Now let's go. Thank you, Bastion. Your Highness. Yes, Galvus? Now that Ione has departed for Island, and we have departed the front, Araba Castle is especially vulnerable. Someone must stay here to protect it. I humbly request that duty. If you wish me to remain with you, Your Highness, I would gladly do so. No, Galvus, you're right. Araba needs adequate protection, and I trust you to provide it. Come on, Galvus. Why don't you just come out and tell his royal person here what you really plan to do? What do you mean? You're going to search for Malia because you know how much he needs the Bastion. Am I right? What? What idiocy! I would never jeopardize Araba to undertake a search for a lost child. Calm down, Galvus. You don't need an excuse. What you're doing for his bad self is a wonderful thing. You know, I was thinking about staying behind myself. Looking for girls can be very, rewarding. I think not, Ninja. Well then, I leave Araba and Malia in your care. Thank you, Galvus. Your Highness, make me proud, Galvus. Do not allow the Empire to reclaim what we have taken from them. Never, Your Highness. Any Imperial who dares to venture here will be a recipient of extreme punishment. Good fortune in Island, Your Highness, and take care of yourself. I will, Galvis. And watch yourself, Andrew. If any harm comes to His Highness, I shall hold you responsible. I'm shocked that you even think such a thought, you decrepit sack of sagging flesh. Be gone! Alright, so we just got Altar Gunner, which is fantastic. I just need something to drink. And let's see here. What do we have? So, let's go to equip for a quick second. Now remember, we're not switching out any ATCs, so typically I would give Alba to somebody else. But, yeah, we're not going to be doing that this time. We are going to be able to get Splitting Smash once we get Defense to 17. And then from there, we'll be able to get Soaring Dance pretty soon. Soaring Dance is not something we'll use a lot of because of how expensive it is and how it's like a high risk move, right? Unless you're well protected, it's very likely to lead to Bastion's defeat, so we're not gonna do that. Okay, everything looks pretty decent. Oh right, so now that Alba's gone, there should be equipment I can take from it potentially. So there's Quicksilver and Emerald. And then, who also has a wind gem? That'll be Andrew, but he can't use a sword. Zera, he has unique abilities, or unique equipment. So, switch back to Hall Roll, and I can actually do nothing here. Okay, let's make a quick save. Okay, we are here in Radcod's Trap. Okay. So I want to check something really quick, because I feel like this is an old save file. So I'm going to quit and go to main menu, and then I'm going to come back and reload this. Okay, so we're going to options. We can actually verify that this is the correct save file that I've been using. Okay, there it is. Perfect. It was the correct one. So let's just load this as a save precaution for no other reason than just to load it. And, oh, 55 of 56. Absolutely wonderful. Okay, now let's load back into Coup d'etat, Kaidul's Revolt. That's it. Okay, so here we are. One time I did this and I actually overwrote my save file, and oh, absolutely worse because the missions take so long to complete sometimes. Alright, so now we've got Altar Gunner, let's go ahead and check everybody's morale. Hopefully it's decreased to the point where they... it's still pretty high. Barla's is going down, and so is Andrew's, which is a-okay in my book. Zera and Gallus, okay, so when Zera dies in battle, his morale doesn't actually go down when he's AI controlled, so this just confirms that that's the case. Reyna's gonna be hard as usual, and Gallus is leaving, so we don't have to care about him. Now let's do briefing and then start Kaidul's Revolt. These mutineers managed to penetrate the very heart of the city. But who's leading this revolt? And why? Alright, let's get started here. Alright, I have come. Show yourselves and lay your demands before me. Or are you too cowardly to show your faces? I have been waiting, Duke Zera, for too long. Sergeant Kaidul, you're the one leading this rebellion? Have you taken leave of your God-given senses, man? Sergeant Kaidul was responsible for this? Ion's own father's attempting to seize control of Avalon? What? I'm not insane, Zera. Maybe you are the one who's gone crazy. What are you talking about? I have many questions for you, Duke Zera. It's hard for me to decide what to ask first. Then I'll go first. If you just wish to talk, why did you take this city hostage? Because I needed your full and undivided attention, Zera, and I certainly have it now. Forget the questions, Zera. Let's get straight to my demands. I want you to cease your alliance with the kingdom. Why should I do something so very foolhardy? Avalon has already been devastated by war, Duke Zera. We can barely afford to fight our own wars, let alone get involved with the battles of others. We need to start worrying about our own people, Duke Zera. The kingdom riffraff don't matter. You seem to have conveniently forgotten the many times our country has been helped by the kingdom. Of course not Zera, but the kingdom now has Ultra Gunner and the power to defeat the Empire. They no longer have any need of the Avalon Corps. One ATAC is not enough to win the war, Kaidul, let alone enough to wage it. If the Imperial Army launched a massive strike, there'd be no way for the Kingdom Army to stop it. And if the Kingdom Army is crushed, Avalon is most certainly next. We should negotiate with the Empire instead of fighting them, Zera. A treaty is the only way that we can assure the safety of Avalon. Why do you fail to see that? You haven't considered what a great threat the Empire really poses. And you don't understand what kind of man Faulkner is. You'd sooner kill us all than sign a treaty. Don't move. What are you doing? We're going to slay Duke Zera. Does it look like, fool? I didn't order that. Get back! Didn't you hear me? Get away from Duke Zera immediately. Kaidul, your way is not the best course. We've decided there is a better way. We are going to seek asylum within the Empire in exchange for the head of Duke Zera. This is outrageous. You promised that you would harm neither Duke Zera nor the people of Avalon. We did, and we lied. You're of no use to us anymore, so why don't you leave before we claim your head as well? I will kill you all for this betrayal. If you attack us, Kaidul, you assure the painful deaths of all the hostages we have taken. Is that what you want? Damn you. All of you. Duke Zera, I was a fool. This is all my fault. I deserve to die for my stupidity, and I pray you will be able to forgive me in time. I will do anything to take all of this back. Anything. Now then, Duke Zera, we hope you will die more honorably. Don't forget his companions. Duke Zera! They have me surrounded, Bastion. All hope is lost. There must be something we can do to help Zera. Zera, I won't let them do this to you. Don't worry about me, Bastion. Save yourself. Flee. You mustn't stay to see what they do to me. I'm pleading with you. Go! Duke Zera, I'm sorry that it took me so long to find you. I've managed to rescue all the people who were taken hostage. It is the countenance of an angel I behold. Superb timing, I own. You heard what she said, Bastion. These scum have no hostages to negotiate with anymore. Now they shall enjoy a taste of their own medicine. Your words are music to my ears. Alright, so now that that's all done, they see the way to safely complete this battle, because Zera, let's see, Zera should be fine. Even if he gets defeated, the battle shouldn't end. But we also have control of him now, so that's actually a really good thing. It means he can't kill steal anymore. The only unfortunate thing is he doesn't have turbulence, so that makes him slightly useful, or slightly less useful. So to deal with this, you really just need to turtle up the entire battle, and then you should be perfectly fine. Otherwise, with Bastion, just continually attack everybody you see with him. And if you're like me and going for the bad ending, well, all you have to do is try and get everybody killed as quick as possible. And yeah, basically that's it. Get everybody killed as much as possible. With Duke Zera, he can level up in this battle. He should be able to perfectly level up by the end of the battle, and then be able to get turbulence, which, although we do want them to be defeated, right? We do want as many characters to be defeated in battle as possible. Him having turbulence makes it easier to win the later battles, right? Because if only Bastion is the strongest character on the field, the game becomes incredibly difficult to deal with in the later missions. right now, you're going to see that it's not very hard, but that's only because the enemies here are extremely weak. That changes once you get to at least mission, I believe 13. That's when things start getting more difficult. Okay, we need to start attacking from behind, so we're going to go here. Now, the reason why I placed Zera there should be fairly obvious. It's more to keep him from being frozen, but unfortunately I attacked and then put him here, so that's why he ended up being frozen. Because if 3 enemies attack, but you avoid all 3 attacks, it'll only drive the FP to 90, and that'll give you enough time to basically bring your FP down further and prevent yourself from being frozen. Okay, let's continually do some more weakening. Turbulence, I guess now. There we go. Use Roaring Wind on Reyna. In turn, Bastion, go ahead with Lightning Strike. Wrong guy. Right there. Barlow can go ahead with, I would say Cooling Mist, but that's okay. Let's just use a normal kick. It's defending that, which is odd, but sure. Let's end our turn here. Devlin, I do kind of need him to level up sometimes, so let's just use a normal slash. There we go, and Andrew can use Tornado. There we go. Also, just remember, when you're using attacks that are effect attacks, like Tornado or Melting Flare, that attack type gives you far reduced experience. So if you're trying to get experience, don't use those. Like Ice Shards, for instance, right? Sorry, I mean not Ice Shards. Yeah, just don't use attacks that have an effect. Otherwise, you'll get far less experience than you'd probably want. Okay, now gotta weaken some Avalons here. Strong Thrust. Okay, go ahead, Lightning Strike again. Pretty soon Bastion will start maybe getting 1 or 2 experience per kill. So hopefully that doesn't happen. So let's end here. Barlow can... Let's have Barlow use a skill. Okay, end our turn right here. And then hopefully Zera can dodge every attack that comes at him, because I just rather not have him die here. Okay, let's do a counter attack. We use Fireball. Nice, totally missed. Andrew, okay, that'll wipe him out. Let's weaken some enemies here. We do need Andrew to actually get second attack, and to get that, we're gonna need base to be at least 16. So let's do a thrust. End our turn. Go like this, and then with Zera, we'll just end our turn again. We'll have Devlin do a normal thrust from the front. Totally miss for some reason, but okay. It's the way things work in this game. Okay, 0 is done. Very nice. His morale decreased, or basically dropped, so that's fantastic. Okay, 1 to base and then 2 to defense should be able to give me Splitting Strike, or Splitting Smash. There it is, beautiful. Last one is Soaring Dance, and remembering correctly, it is all stats at 21. So, yeah. Do that. Everybody facing, everybody giving their back to the enemy. Just wonderful maneuver for getting the defeated. Okay, so 1 to base, and then I need to check something. My attacks here. So for his attack, he already has Turbulence. So we need to get him Wind Strike, which is 18 Dexterity, and then 20 Dexterity for Somersault, which is actually extremely useful, by the way. That's something you do want, Somersault. As for Dormant Skill, what he requires is second attack. So it's 16 to his base, and then 10 to his agility. Basically, we pretty much already have that. We just need to level up his base, or level up 6 more times, so that his base goes to 16. And then, otherwise, we'll just keep following his pattern. Let's end our turn. Bastion is level 17. I don't think I can have him make any more kills. Yeah, just for a safety thing, I'm gonna have him not making more kills. Instead, I'm gonna have the kills go to Devlin, Reyna, and Andrew, so that he can learn Burning Soul, Reyna's Trick, and then Somersault. But otherwise, still, I want to make sure they end the battle with only half of their HP left. So that's one thing I'm gonna aim to do. This is primarily for the Melia requirement, right? If you're level 20 or over, you have no chance to recruit Melia later on. So let's make sure we get these kills. Devil's gonna go here. Can't use Fireball, I don't think. Oh, we can. It's 25. Okay. Still gonna miss, as is his prerogative. Let's sit here in the back here with Bastion, and we'll just have Barlow use Cooling Mist the entire time. Oops. I was gonna use Fireball. We'll just have Barlow use Cooling Mist the whole time. Okay, end our turn. Go ahead, Strong's Thrust. Nice. Okay, Cooling Mist time. Okay, Bastion can just sit right here. Okay, let's not make the kills with Andrew. He's already level 14. I'd have to use Reyna and... Oh, Reyna and Devlin for sure. Okay, so I'm just going to weaken them so that they can one-shot as well. Get them as close to one-shotting as possible. So Reyna from the front. Okay, not enough. So, what was Reyna's trick again? Reyna's trick was 16 base and 20 dexterity. So, that is 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, she's almost at Reyna's trick. Fantastic. Alright, Devlin, you got Fireball to do. Oh, right. That's right, I forgot. If they get defeated in a battle, then they won't actually be able to get the experience for that battle. Okay, so I need Reyna to survive, so I'm gonna heal her once, and then yeah, I'm gonna heal her once. I need to try and maintain their HP to at least 50% of max health. Oh, sorry, below 50% of max health. And hey bud, you gotta dodge this. Thank you. And here, Andrew. So since Devlin is defeated, let's just give the... Well, actually, we'll continue weakening them, right? For Reyna. Remember, the goal is to actually be... To pretty much play poorly. There's no other goal. So let's use Cooling Mist again. And end their turn. Okay, so strong thrust, not enough, eh? What about counter? Counter is still not enough. Let's just go ahead with strong thrust then. Okay, good, we dodged it. Okay, give you thrust. Nice. Now, you are level 11, everybody's 12, 13, and 12. Okay. The good thing is there's no reinforcements that's going to appear. So it makes it a lot easier to basically play idiotically. Okay, we'll use thrust. I just want to make sure he's one-shottable. There we go. Because when Reyna goes down, it's basically Barlow who's going to be attacking from that point. And he is extremely weak. His dexterity definitely needs a ton of work. Okay, so you're weak enough to be one-shot, so are you. So it's time to use Tornado on Avalon 1. There we go. End your turn. Okay, Reyna Strong Thrust should be this one. Actually, who's the higher level? Okay, they're both the same, and this one's level 13. Alright, fantastic. 16 base, 20 dexterity for Reyna's trick. So, there. That is 20 right there. Now, like I said, I'm not giving more than 1 point to base at a time. That's for optimal efficiency in terms of leveling up. So, I will give it to dexterity. Oh, sorry. Actually, we'll alternate between power and dexterity from here on out. And we're almost at Reyna's trick, so that's good. We did get mental vision, so that's really good. That just lets you counterattack. The accuracy of a counterattack is actually higher, because thanks to that. But otherwise, it's not really useful if you don't counterattack. It becomes extremely not useful once the sharking start appearing. Okay, so normal, actually, the stronger attack you use, the more experience you'll get, so switch to normal thrust. There we go. Fantastic. We're almost there. 2 more points to base, and then we have Reyna's trick. There we go. And then, like I said, alternating between power and agility. Or maybe just like this. Alright. Strong thrust? Is that enough? No, she'll be, let's do this. Fantastic. His HP, he's right at 50%. Let's hope that he gets attacked. Dang it. Okay, well, that's fine. Let's have him just move over so his morale drops. Andrew can use an attack. Flash, maybe? Oh, okay, thrust works. There we go. And Reyna can just use strong thrust. Fantastic, there we go. Ion's father? A traitor? I've never seen Zera like this. He's usually so cheerful and happy. It's as if his spirit has been stolen. Duke Zera, I apologize for what my father has done. I therefore tender my resignation from the corpse. I'll not accept it. It's due to your unselfish bravery that the people of Island are safe. I've not needed someone like you in the course more badly than I do at this very moment, Ione. Thank you, Zera. In my head, I've been playing back what Kaidul said over and over. I've realized one thing. He was right. Avalon is in tatters. It was nothing but poor leadership on my part not to see it sooner. I despise the manner in which he brought it to my attention, but I feel his argument was sound. You're taking this too hard. Your country seems to be in fine shape to me, Zera. Appearances can be deceiving, Bastion, but I intend to make it what it should be. If I had been a more effective leader, I would have tended to the problems here sooner. Zera. Don't fear that I'll cease fighting the Empire because of this. To the contrary, I'll fight harder. Kaidul was wrong about the Empire. They must be stopped at all costs, and we're the ones to do it. Duke Zera, Ione. I just found out something that you both definitely should know. What is it, Reina? There were 3 Imperial spies within Kaidul's group of mutineers. Unbelievable. Spies in the Avalon Corps? You're certain of this, Reina? Yes, in our search of the mutineers' hideout, we found correspondence between them and the Empire. They had tried to burn the letters, but we were able to read enough of the contents to learn that they contacted my father and convinced him to mutiny against Zera. Between his discontent and his ignorance about the Empire's true motives, it must have been simple. Is that correct, Reina? Yes, Ione, it is. I still can't believe that the Empire was able to infiltrate so deeply into the Avalon Corps. I can scarcely believe it myself, but the fault lies squarely with me for underestimating Faulkner. Just look at how completely he's fished us in with his foul scheme. What do you mean? This revolt is not something the Empire did for fun. It was all a part of Faulkner's grand plan. Of course, after the Ultra Gunner was found, the Empire needed to buy time and determine what to do next. And the perfect way to do that was by causing a coup d'etat in Avalon. This revolt was merely a distraction? But how did they know we would all return to Avalon? What if only Zera had come back, and the rest of us had continued to advance into Imperial territory? They knew that wouldn't happen, Reina. They knew Ultra Gunner and Bastion would come here. But how, Zera? Faulkner knows you're an honorable man, Bastion. He knew you wouldn't desert me. Faulkner. Correct. It's part of his job to figure out how people will act and react. It's frightening. I feel like such a fool. Don't fault yourself. We have to just try to be less predictable. Keep the Empire guessing. And when Faulkner guesses wrong, that's when we hang the stone-cold bastard from the nearest tree. You're right, Zera. We need to think like Faulkner does. Use his own tricks against him. With luck, we can crush him forever. What happened in Island is a most unfortunate thing, Your Highness. My news is equally unfortunate. We were unable to find Malia. I am sorry, Your Highness, but we found nothing. I will send another search party if you command it. No, Galvus, I know that with your enormous efforts, she surely would have been discovered by now. I am grateful for what you did. Thank you, Your Highness. I have more encouraging news for Your Highness as well. I think we'd all like to hear it. Stories of Ultra Gunner's appearance in Island are making their way across the continent. More and more people are learning that it is not a legend, but a reality, which has in turn sparked a wave of new optimism that the Empire is on the verge of collapse. Excellent. You've got the unwatched masses on your side, Bastion. I'm certain Faulkner didn't expect that reaction to Ultra Gunner. Him? We also received news regarding a squad of the Kingdom Army which is trapped within Imperial territory. The squad is being led by one General Thomson, who refused to retreat even as the Empire surrounded him. Has Thomson's squad been defeated? No, Thomson and his men have somehow managed to hold out against overwhelming numbers. He doesn't have adequate manpower to launch offensive strikes, but he is in an ideal defensive position. We have long wanted to launch a rescue mission, but the Imperial resistance was always too great. Thomson somehow learned that the Ultra Gunner was revived and was inspired to attack the Empire. This is the perfect time to join with Thomson and swarm the Imperial forces with superior numbers. Agreed. Regardless of their bravery, Thomson's group won't have enough strength to win without us. This is a chance to deal the Empire a crushing defeat and increase our manpower all at the same time. To battle then. I bring urgent news, Commander Galvis. What is it, soldier? Our scouts have sighted the ATAC of Duke Radcott of the Muspel Nation. It is headed directly for Araba. Radcott again. Will that fool never grow tired of being defeated? But why does he attack us alone? Radcott may be slow, but he isn't that incompetent. Who knows what scheme Radcott has conjured up? I only know that I will make him pay for his crimes. Prepare our ATACs for battle. I bring urgent news. And what is more urgent than the approach of Duke Radcott's soldier? Commander Galvis, Radcott's ATAC has come to a halt, and a young girl exited the cockpit. She demanded to see Prince Bastion, and her cries were very persuasive. Oh, Bastion. Nana, why has your father brought you here? Daddy didn't bring me Bastion. Where is he, Nana? What's going on? You have to explain. Daddy is dead. No. Is your father in danger, Nana? No, he was murdered by a man who said he was a friend of Faulkner's. Faulkner had Radcott killed? We have long suspected a connection between them. This confirms it. Faulkner was sure to be unhappy when Radcott wasn't able to capture Bastion and Gradia. Faulkner works for the Empire, doesn't he, Bastion? I want to go and fight the Empire with you. Faulkner must die for what he has done to my father. I can't let you come with us, Nana. You're just a child, not a soldier. We all risk our lives every time we take our ATACs onto the battlefield. I won't let you risk yours. Daddy taught me how to use his ATAC, Bastion, and I'm really good at it. Please let me fight with you. Absolutely not, Nana. Okay, Bastion. I'll just go and fight by myself. You don't have to go alone, Nana. I'll take you with us if Bastion won't. Reina, are you insane? Nana is just a child. She has no place in this war. She's also a child who knows how to operate an ATAC and is dead serious about having her revenge. The desire for revenge is something I can understand quite well, Reina. If she stays with us, Bastion, we can protect her, we can train her, and I will gladly take responsibility for her if you will allow it. This is madness, Reina. We cannot expose a child to the horrors of war. We have already lost enough children. We have already lost enough innocent children. We have no need to add to this girl to the list of casualties. Reina, I do believe you have taken leave of your senses. But I suppose I'll support you on this one. Bastion, I believe taking Nana with us has some merit. You're alright with this, Zera? Duke Zera, I can't believe a man of your considerable experience would sanction this foolishness. You are willing to let Duke Radcott's daughter fight alongside us? I am, Galvis, because I know Reina will keep her out of harm's way. Nana, you know the battlefield is a dangerous place, don't you? Yes, Bastion. You could be injured if you came with us, Nana. You might even die. I know, Bastion. And you still want to come with us? Yes, please. She wants revenge, just as I do, and she can pilot an ATAC, just as I can. So how can I deny her the chance? Alright, Nana, you're in Reina's care from now on, and you're one of us. Yay! Thanks, Bastion. I'll fight hard for you. Thank you too, Aunt Reina. Aunt? It's going to be a while before I'm used to that. Now that I'm your guardian, Nana, I need to start setting some rules. Rule number 1. You should always refer to me as beautiful Aunt Reina. Okay. Rule 2. Always stand up straight when I'm addressing you. Posture is very important. Rule 3. You will give me at least 4 foot rubs per day. You're scaring me. Hey, come back here. Is it too late for you to change your mind, Bastion? That's not amusing. Do you have any idea why Reina has taken such an interest in the girl? Perhaps it's because she can relate to Nana's situation, Galvis, but I'd better leave it at that for now. How much longer until we reach Thomson's stronghold, Galvis? It shouldn't be much further, Your Highness. I'm mildly surprised that we haven't reached it yet. Check out your scanners, people. We have a serious outbreak of ATAC combat just over the hill. Andrew's right. I'm reading both Kingdom and the Empire ATACs fully engaged in combat. Are we too late, Galvis? Doubtful, Your Highness. Thomson will be able to hold the Imperials at bay until our arrival. But it would be the course of wisdom to make haste. Indeed. Alright, look at that. We got ourselves a Nana. So let's check out her stats. And the great thing about having Nana on a team is that she's extremely low leveled, and she also has access to Terra Shock, which is Bahamut and Cornelian's unique earth attack. It's the second unique earth attack in the game. The other one is Gaia Blade, which is used by Duyere, and it is not really that dangerous if you compare it to the other unique attacks in the game. So Bahamut is actually pretty useful in that it can heal, as well as basically performs knockback attacks or knockdown attacks, and even Quicksand, if you use it correctly, can be very beneficial. That includes Turnquake also, and Gaia Protect. So basically Nana is a support character for the most part. Okay, let's see. So Nana has Fairy Earring, which we need to actually end up giving. Actually, let me check this. So my attack charts. So Terra Shock requires, find it, 22 to base, 15 power, and 15 defense in order to get Terra Shock. Every other stat has to be 10. So like I said, Terra Shock is incredibly useful, just like how Earthquake is, but it's actually better in general if you compare it to Earthquake. And yeah, so Nana's gonna be a very useful character here. So we do need to switch out Fairy Earring eventually for something that can boost defense. And then that's basically it. So let's give me a quick save here. And we'll check morale too. I want to see how far down we've dropped into morale. Okay, so no real drop, and this is what I was talking about prior. Nana will basically insta-love you very quickly, because every time you defeat an enemy with Bastion, her morale for him actually goes up, and then if you don't have her do anything in the battle, her morale goes up. And her morale actually never goes down unless she's defeated, so that star is never going to disappear if she keeps surviving. The unfortunate, we're in a trade-off situation though, where to get Terra Shock, she needs to level up pretty fast, but that means she'll survive much longer throughout the game, which means her morale stays high, right? Risking not being able to get the bad ending. So we might have to just I guess level her up every now and again, but by the end of the battle have to actually make her be defeated in order to drop her morale. Yeah, everybody else is on track to dropping to 8 full levels, I guess. Alright, let me double check the equipment once again and just see what we actually need to buy. Okay, so Reina's gonna need a new water gem, sealing stone, and weapon are the priorities. Accessories always come next. Those are always the last ones you buy. And for her, she's gonna need spear and thing. He's gonna need more weapons. Do nothing here. Galvis is leaving, so we're not gonna do anything with him. Andrew, he's gonna need, I believe, is Olivine level 3 or 4? Sealing stone. Jade should be next. Yeah, so he already has his level 3 sealing stone. And then, yeah. Alright, so we need to buy for Barlow, Devlin, and Reina for sure. Galvus doesn't need anything. We can save our money since he's going to be leaving in future missions. Okay. We're not going to... It's a toss-up whether you want to increase Andrew's weapon power or not. He's strong, but he goes down so quickly if he gets hit. So, let's just do this. Let's give her a Trident, 2 Dark Blades, and then we'll get these. Sapphire, 1 Ruby, and then another Sapphire for Barlow. And Andrew has Olivine. Okay, now... What's his face? Devlin needs something to increase his base so we can get Burning Soul. And then Reyna, for stats, she needs a Dex Ring. And then Barlow can have a Rainbow Gem for defense. And then also for Nana, something to increase defense also be really beneficial. For Andrew, never increases agility. It's gonna max out basically just by his equipment and his Sealing Stone. Prioritize getting Dex Ring as well as maybe a Power Ring, or if you just want to survive longer, even a Rainbow Gem would be wonderful. But generally, only give him equipment and never put any stat points towards his agility. Okay, right now, let's give her the Trident, and then the next Sealing Stone, Sapphire, and then what else can I have for Dex Ring? That's right, I forgot for a second. Okay, then he needs a Dark Blade, and then the Ruby, and then you need the Holy Headband. He's almost at the point where he can learn Burning Soul, so that's good. The Marine, and then he needs a Sapphire, and I think I got 2 Rainbow Gems. Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't need any. He has an Armor Amulet, which is odd, but I guess he does actually need it. So Rainbow Gem for you, and let me just see what actually he has right here. Okay, so there's a Fairy Earring as well as an Armor Amulet. For Zero, probably a Fairy Earring so he can learn Turbulence more easily, as well as Sonic Blade, bring him closer to it. And then the Thieves Ring. Thieves Ring is agility. Yeah. I would say agility is okay. It's basically anything you really want here, but if you... I don't remember if you can get Family Jewels in the Kingdom route. If you can, that's the one you always want to have on Bastion, because it'll raise every stat he has, including add 20 to his HP, which makes him better, right? Because Ultra Gunner benefits most from a balanced build. So I'll just leave this Thieves Ring right here, and being able to dodge. Actually, wait, no. Let's give him something that he can hit more often. We'll just increase his agility after we level up. Okay, now I think I should have enough money left, so we'll buy Andrew his Shimmer Sword. Wait, was it Shimmer Sword? Slashing Iron. There we go. Alright, perfectly built, and let's just save one more time. Old school gamer habit. And we just did Kaidul's Revolt. There we go. Alright, just give me about about a minute and a half. I just need to quickly do something very quickly. Alright, I am back. Let's head into briefing and begin into mission. The Imperial Army is so preoccupied with Thomson's army. The Imperial Army is so preoccupied with Thomson's army that they have yet to notice our approach. We can strike them from the rear while Thomson hits them from the front. They'll have no chance. Alright, mission time. I am Gallus Darrid, the Southern Corps Commander of the Verastia Kingdom. I would speak with Thomson, the Northern Corps Commander. Galvus, you have chosen an excellent moment to arrive. Continue your assault, Thomson, while we strike the Imperial fools from the rear. Attack! Alright, here is the thing you're going to want to do. Although the game indicates to you that you should all move forward to attack, right? That's actually not the most ideal thing to do. The ideal thing to do is to position everyone right here. So if we do here, 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 and here, the enemies actually, these 6 spots will be occupied by enemies once the ambush appears with Zakov. So having, maybe say, let's put Nana right here and then Reyna right here, as well as the other characters surrounding the back here, before you finish off these Imperials, will have them surrounded and they won't be able to move. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to have Andrew in the back so that he can utilize his assassin skill. Bastion will, of course, oops, there we go. Bastion is level 17 and everyone is quite literally level 8 and below, which means the amount of experience he's going to get is going to be extremely low. So it's going to be safe to actually do to wipe out enemies, especially if we're going to use our weaker attacks rather than, let's say, lightning strike, right? So let's do that. Let's find out which one can wipe them out in one hit without, while doing the minimal amount of damage when it looks like it's gonna be light strike anyways. So it should probably be like 10 or 20. 50. That's a lot higher than I thought, and that's just due to the massive amount of damage lightning strike did. Okay, now let's leave Zera right here, like so, and we'll put Nana right here. And we'll actually have Galvus not sit right here, but he'll be right. I'm trying to move the camera. He'll be right here while Reyna goes in the back and assists Nana with long thrust. Actually, hold on a second. Nana also has long thrust, but her dexterity is extremely low, so she'll miss a lot. Let's leave Andrew right here. Like I said, he's gonna utilize his assassin skill. We'll move Reyna back here. And she can also utilize Pouring Rain on Nana at the same time, so that Nana can survive more easily, compared to if she never had Pouring Rain on her. Okay, we gotta make sure the Imperials survive until we basically position everybody. Which actually probably will happen, so yeah, we'll be able to position before the Imperials go down. Devlin, so Barlow and Andrew are going to be right here. So I'll put Devlin right here so that he can use Searing Flame on Nana. It'll help her gain a bit more experience. I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't attack, right? That was 50 experience. It doesn't seem significant, but I might end up getting to, I guess, how do I put this? I might end up getting above level 20 if I'm not careful here. Okay, so, oh, right, Nana, if you don't have her do anything, she will, her morale will actually go up. So even if you're just going to use something like this, right, casting skill or a support skill, then just do it. Otherwise, you can also just do that and then that. It's the fastest way to end a turn while doing something. Okay, where can... Okay. So let's move Galvus out of the way. we go. Let Reina do nothing. Andrew will do nothing. Okay, Barlow's gonna sit right here. Sarah's gonna do... Come sit right there. Devlin is gonna go right here. We're almost in position. Make sure Devlin's gonna go before the last Imperial gets defeated. Nana's next. Devlin, and Imperial 2, which is that guy. 2 and 3 are next. I don't think they'll be able to wipe out Imperial 2 in time, so let's get rid of this one. Our turn, Nana can move. So. Oh crap. Whoops. Are you and your men alright, Thomson? Yes, Galvus. Thanks to you. Tell me, Galvus, is that white ATAC what I believe it to be? Indeed, Thomson. It is Alter Gunner, with His Highness at the controls. Interesting. Yes. This battle's over, fools. Give me the Alter Gunner or I feel have to take it from you. More Imperial forces. Thomson, join with us to crush these last remnants of the Empire force. That I cannot do, Galvus. What kind of ungrateful snobbery is this? We saved your lives and now you endanger us all with your inaction? I cannot help you because that would run counter to the plan I've devised. What? Thomson, you are a man of honor. Please tell me this is some kind of poorly timed joke. Comfort me with the knowledge that you have not betrayed us to the Empire. I'm afraid I cannot offer the consolation you seek, Galvus. My soldiers and I now swear allegiance to the Imperial Army. Thomson, you are too strong a man to succumb to the Empire's will. You have fought beside me in untold battles, friend. Together, we have shed a river of Imperial blood. Tell me why you have done this. Tell me. Do you really have to scream so loudly? Stop standing there, Thomson. Attack and kill them. Yes, Commander Zakov. Commander Thomson, these are soldiers of the kingdom, not our enemies. No, do not question. Attack them or face your own demise at my hand. Alright, so we're gonna have to basically not attack with Bastion now because we're gonna get too much experience by defeating them. So let's just go ahead and use a Storm on Imperial 6 just to reduce their agility. And then from there we'll use Pouring Rain on Nana once again. Just to make sure she doesn't actually get defeated, right? It's always the hard thing to make sure it never happens. Oh shoot, that's right. Okay, I need to prevent this Imperial from hitting us from the back. Like so. Let's use Strong Thrust. And we're going to make sure this kill actually goes to Nana so she can level up really quick. Yeah, 1 to base and then 2 dexterity. Barlow is just going to go behind and do normal thrusting. Okay, he's going to miss like normal too. Okay, more strong thrust. There we go. Nana should be able to potentially one-shot him. So, I guess we'll see. Do I have Melting Flare? I do. Excellent. So Nana should be able to one-shot him now. Okay, let's give Searing Flame to Zera. Nana slash, please hit. Thank you. Excellent. Now that wasn't enough to wipe it out, but it was pretty close. And I think I'll just continue sitting here with her. Let's move Bastion back. We want to try not to let him get any kills. Kingdom Army will just basically follow us anyways, right? Okay. One thrust. That calls frozen. Super easy to freeze. And we'll end our turn. Reyna's can go ahead with... I guess she can move here now. Yeah, and then we'll use Cooling Mist. There we go. Alright, so like I talked about, we want her to learn Earthquake is going to be the first one she's going to learn, right? So she's going to need 15 base and 10 dexterity. And then from there, we just work our way forward. So let me count her base. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, she has 18 base, which means she has actually enough for Earthquake right now. So we're going to have 1 to base, and then upgrade, allocate to Dexterity. Dexterity needs to be 10, so we can get Earthquake. And we're actually pretty close to getting it. Okay, now Galvus, basically 1 to base, and then the rest to power, right? Actually just do it like this, a little balanced approach. We'll end up learning Flare Bomb eventually, so that's good. And let's go behind this Imperial 7, and their turn. Strong Thrust. Fantastic. Okay, 16 base and 20 power. After this, she'll be able to learn Reyna's Trick, but here's the key thing. Reyna's Trick requires her to have Lapis Lazuli, which is in the next shop, so we have the stats for it. The Reyna's Trick, but not the Sealing Stone for it. So let's increase her power and dexterity one more time. Okay, we're running off with Bastion, of course. Carla can go ahead, he can use Cooling Mist. Okay, I believe Zakov actually does run away, so I have to be very careful not to defeat him till the end. The Tornado on Imperial 5. And Devlin can go ahead with Fireball. There we go. Alright, Burning Soul. Requires 16 base and 20 power. So we have 14 base, there's 15, and then 15, 16. So he's pretty close getting Burning Soul. I can use Searing Flame on Zera. I want to make sure Zakov doesn't actually go down. Let's just go ahead and use normal Fireball. Galvus being defeated is perfectly fine. I'm very content with that. Okay, Reyna. Let's go ahead, Strong Thrust. Actually, no. Let's use this one on Imperial 7 so he can't evade Nana's attack. Now we can just sit here with Bastion. Let's see, if I use Lightning Strike on Zakov, that's half his HP. Andrew, another Tornado. It's too much, so that's unfortunate. Let's end our turn right here. Okay, defend and hopefully get hit. Nice. Okay, Nana's gonna make her kill right here. Oh man, that's really low. Okay, let's hopefully hit. Okay, that's very unfortunate. The level difference is way too high right now. Okay, come on. There we go. Said Galbus can die. That's perfectly fine. So let's increase his base and 2 to power, turn into a powerhouse. Commander Thomson, this is insane. Why are you forcing us to do this? These are our allies. Why have you abandoned them? Perhaps it is you we should be attacking instead of these others. Shut your mouth, Grunt. I don't need to explain the reasons for my orders. You will obey me or suffer the consequences. Okay, they're angry. So let's just use Turbulence. Actually, we'll do a back attack, right? And then we'll do a strong thrust on Kingdom 2. There we go. In their turn, Andrew can not go past anyone. So let's put him right here. And end. Barlow can use cooling. Actually, no, let's just move Barlow, because I don't want his morale to increase. And we need to make sure he gets a kill, but apparently not. Okay, let's sit right here so that Zakov can't go anywhere. And end our turn. Okay, now attacking from behind will get less experience, so let's attack this one, Imperial 5. Okay, fantastic. The count. The count again. Dang it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So 19 base, and I think it was 22. Yeah, 22 to dexterity? No, 22 to power. Wait, what the heck? No. Oh man, I'm so confused. 15 power, 15 base, and 10 dexterity for Earthquake. Do we have that? Now we do. And now we just need to increase, what was it? Defense to 15, and then power to 15, and then we'll end up getting our Terror Shock. So that's the next target in this, in her level, in her progress. Okay, let's move back this way so Devlin can get beside Bastion and use Searing Flame on him. Okay, let's move Zera back here. We'll use Roaring Dex on Bastion. Oh, wait a second, no. If I defeat Zakov with Bastion, I might end up leveling up way too much. Let's see. Yeah, he's level 16, 17. It's a 1 level difference, but it'll probably net him like over 100 experience. So forget that. We're gonna use Nana to hit Zakov. We probably won't be able to defeat him, but at least should be able to get a lot of experience for the attack. So let's end our turn here. Okay, Devon's trapped. Okay, let's do Bastion back here. Barlow, usual, just move him back and forth. Andrew, same thing, just well, end his turn, and then we'll use a Void on Zakov. There we go, and Pouring Rain on Nana. We're gonna use Earthquake on Zakov and hopefully deal a ton of damage to him, since I couldn't bring Devlin over here in time, so I can't use Searing Flame on Nana. Okay, let's do that. Okay, missed. That sucks. Okay, let's do strong. Let's use Turbulence on Thomson. There we go, and That's it, end here. Move right here, and we'll use Tornado on Thomson. Okay, Earthquake, and let's watch it happen. I will have Alter Gunner, not Faulkner. The Empire will be mine to control. You'll never have Alter Gunner. All you have is a few more moments of your pathetic life. Okay. Oh, that's right, we have a second attack. Beautiful. Okay, let's just do a normal counter. And then basically if everybody goes down, then that's when we'll start using Bastion to make his attacks. Because, well, really, that's the only option. Which, that's not something we're going to aim for. We need the other characters to make attacks. Hopefully Nana takes a lot of damage though. And is below 50 HP. She's really hard to defeat in the Bahamut. But, yeah. Just because her base is so high, it's massive. So hopefully that changes. Okay, so Appa's HP will be 78, no. Oh my goodness, I cannot add. So 68, 66, about 66, I think. And then if I do this, he's gonna run off. So let's not do that. Let's just use... Let's use a Void on him right now. There we go. And then we'll use Cooling Mist on everybody. Well, Bastion and Nana. Then I'm just going to hit him with Earthquake, and Zakov should run away. I believe in this battle, 50% and less HP from Zakov will cause a runaway. And let's get rid of this guy. There we go. Okay. So, as for Zera, he's going to need Wind Strike, so that is 18 Dex and 12 Agility, but the one thing I want for sure is his Sonic Blade, which is his unique attack, and that's 20 Dexterity and 15 Agility. So 1 to base as usual, then we'll increase both these at the same time. Okay, Andrew. Go. Let's give Roaring Wind to Nana again. She's just going to keep using Earthquake on Zakov so she can keep building up her experience. I do want her to try and get below 50% HP, so I'm going to avoid healing her. And there we go. 100 experience. Now, she needs... Oh. I keep forgetting every time she levels up. She needs 10 Dexterity, 22 base, 15 power, like that, and then 15 power and 15 defense for Terror Shock. And she should be learning like the rest of her attacks as we continue through the battle. Oh, sorry, no, the rest of her dormant skills. Actually, no, she has all her dormant skills already. Forget what I just said. Okay, let's just use a normal. Let's just defend. Wait, he's below 50% HP. I guess he can get defeated in this one. Okay, that's good to know. We'll make sure Nana gets that kill. Okay, Tornado on Kingdom 5. Actually, no, let's not do that. Let's just have Andrew. Let's use Andrew's Roaring Wind on Nana. She'll take all the kills. As much as possible, right? Bastion should do nothing. Reyna, let's risk her life. Okay, she can't hit anything. And let's do Nana with Port and Rain. Remember, the goal is to get the bad ending, so morale has to stay low, and characters cannot be prioritized in terms of strengthening them. And you also have to make sure Bastion's level stays below 20 so it can make sure Malia joins the party too. Okay, so I turn Nana with another Earthquake on Stekov. Try and go behind, do more damage this way. Okay, there we go. Now, base Dex Agility again. Yeah, she's extremely weak and still got hit. Dang it. Okay, let's use Tornado on Thomson. Let's just make him even weaker. Roaring Wind on Nana. Make her hit more, or hit more often. End our turn. Okay, next up, we're gonna wipe him out if we do that, so who can we hit? This is gonna do nothing, again. Nana should be able to wipe out Zakov from this point because of how weak he is right now. He has very little HP. So Earthquake should be enough. There we go. I want to see it. You bastards! How could you do this to me? I was going to rule the continent. I was going to make General Faulkner lick my boot heels. And I was going to learn how to play the piano. Okay. Alright, so 15 power and 15 dexterity. So let's increase her power by 2. And we'll work on her defense afterwards, right? Like, the more often she can actually make the kills, the faster she'll level up, the faster she'll be able to get more stat points towards increasing her defense. Okay, so let's move forward here. Into Strong Thrust. Oops. Okay, and again, Roaring Wind on Nana. I turn off battle animations. Excellent, I did. Now let's use a Tornado on Thomson again. Okay, she is still very weak, unfortunately. That's gonna try and make sure Zero can get beside her, well, beside Thomson, so he can assist, right? To make this battle go a little bit more quicker. Maybe Turbulence would be great. What's my stats at? So we have base 12 right now. So we're gonna be able to get second attack as soon as we get his base to 16. Okay, Nana, Earthquake on Thomson. And let's use Strong Thrust again. And we're gonna keep repeating this pattern where basically Andrew just keeps attacking. Like, oh, there we go. Where Andrew just keeps attacking with Tornado, weakening Thomson every little bit of attack at a time. And then Nana would just keep sniping kills the whole time. Oops, there we go. Okay, and we will do this. Move Reyna over, and we'll use Ice Shards on Thomson. Okay, her HP is below 50%, so her morale will go down at the end of battle. Okay, potentially Nana should be able to one-shot Thomson at this point. Potentially. Of course, it's a keyword. Now, for sure, she should be able to one-shot him. There we go. So we're very close to getting Terra Shock. We are at base 14, or base, whatever, power 14, and dexterity, or defense is defense 12 at this point, so very, very close to being able to get it. Okay, so avoid this. Not on you. I want Nana to have those kills. Wait, actually, what's the level difference? So Nana's already level 12, 13. Okay, she should be able to level up one more time after defeating Imperial 8. As for Kingdom 3, she shouldn't end up leveling up unless she's really close. Unless her experience is pretty high after leveling up once. Okay, so she's going to be able to level up one more time, and that's it. Move here. How much HP do you have left? Still have 64, okay. Use Tornado. Actually, Turbulence should be fine. Oh, okay, Tornado then. Bastion alone. Zera can use Turbulence. And then Reina can go ahead with Ice Storm. Turbulence. Or not. And then we'll use Roaring Wind on Nana. Guaranteed a hit. And then she should level up. Nope. Oh yeah, she did level up. But she didn't make the kill. So one more to power, and then Dex, or defense. There we go. So one more level up, and she's going to be able to have Terra Shock, which is super close, and she's going to be really strong from there. We won't use it often, but when we will use it, it will be very useful. Okay, and turn, and turn, and turn, and turn, and turn, move one space. There we go. Earthquake, and let's watch the last hit, just for the fun of it. Why did Thomson do this? I am very sorry, Your Highness. I never meant to cause harm. I am disloyal. I deserve this fate. Why have you done this, Thomson? Why have you betrayed us? The nearby town of Aza was recently captured by the Imperial Army. My soldiers' families were there, as was my wife. They took our loved ones hostage and demanded our surrender. We resisted at first, until the day when they brought my beloved spouse in sight of our encampment and killed her. She was my life. When they claimed her life, they also claimed my soul. My soldiers wanted to continue the fight, but it was already over. So I secretly contacted the Empire. They agreed to leave my soldiers' families unharmed if I managed to lure you here. You did that for us? I knew my soldiers would have fought to the end, but I wanted no more blood on my hand. I betrayed their trust and thought I had made the right decision. Now I know how wrong I was. Thomson, save your strength. We have medics on the way, sir. You're going to be all right. Please, Thomson, please hold on. Thank you, Highness, but I do not deserve your aid. I am a traitor to my men and my kingdom. I turned my sword. I cannot be forgiven. I deserve only death. It's not true, Thomson. You're forced into taking those actions. You had no choice in the matter. You have both my forgiveness and admiration for what you did. You are too kind, Your Highness. I would ask but one favor of you before I pass from this life. Please help my soldiers to rescue families from the Empire. I beg you, Highness, I do not want my men to suffer as I did. Of course, Thomson, we'll rescue those families together. You will join us in our triumph. You will stand with us. Thank you, Your Highness. You are truly a man of honor. Goodbye, Prince Bastion. Commander. Goodbye, Thomson. The light of your heart shone through even as darkness grasped at your soul. Being told of the destruction of this poor man's heart makes me long to crush the Empire even more. What a damn waste. Thomson's death will be avenged. The hostages will be freed. Listen, you imbeciles, I want you to repair this ATAC, not break it. Am I making myself clear? Sir Maddock, I would speak with you. Oh, Commander Zakov. It's nice to hear someone else yelling in this hangar for a change. Logging inferior personnel is one of the many benefits that come with the position of authority. No need for insults, Zakov. After all, you want your ATAC to be properly repaired, don't you? Oh, Vike Maddock, I will get to the point. I know you have been active in ATAC design and development, and I want to use your latest design on my next sortie. You want to use a sharking, eh? Alas, I was forced to cease working on that beauty by Princess Sidira. She claimed that an ATAC designed to kill the pilots of other ATACs crossed the line between war and atrocity. I don't care what the princess says, Maddock. I found that ATAC, and I found it now. Consider it a field test, Maddock. Think of all the data you will gather from this mission. You are a persuasive man indeed, Zakov. The sharking is in Hangar 13. I would make haste to retrieve it. I have a strong premonition that it will be taken into the field without my knowledge. And don't scratch the paint, alright? You amuse me, Maddock. When I become the leader of the Imperial Army, we will design many ATACs, you and I. Farewell. I wonder what Zakov bungled this time. He only speaks to me when he's desperate for help. Ah well, at least now I'll obtain the data I want, and Zakov will receive the punishment when he's caught. And so what if a little paint gets scratched off? Hehehe. Aza isn't far to the south of here. Let's hurry. I'm so tired this afternoon, but I suppose it's my fault for staying up late reading. Princess. What's the matter, Franco? Commander Zakov just departed here with Maddock's latest prototype ATAC. What? I ordered Maddock to put that horrible thing into storage forever. It's awful enough that we wage war at all, but to design an ATAC meant to slay enemy pilots? I shudder to think how Maddock's mind operates for him to create something so incredibly evil. And I shudder to think what Zakov will do with it. We have to stop him. What do you intend to do, Princess? Even in its prototype form, sharking is enormously strong. I don't know, Franco. But if I don't stop Zakov now, I might never be able to end this war. One thing's certain, I won't let her face that scoundrel alone. Alright, so we got ourselves nothing from this except the death of Thomson. So, let's go do a quick save here. Okay, so Kaidul's Revolt, here we are. Now, although the stream title does say Sharking Sortie will be the last one, unfortunately I've run out of time, so we're going to have to cut this one short, and Sharking Sortie will be in the next stream. So, here's what we've done so far. We've got an Ultra Gunner, we've recruited Nana, fantastic. We are below level 17, well we are at level 17, so we should be able to get to Malia and be able to recruit her in the next stream. And then we can start leveling up Bastion, right? And making sure everybody, well, Malia and Nana both always end up dying in battles from that point. Yeah, we did quite a lot. And so potentially the last stream should be the last stream in the series. Let me just double check that. No, oh sorry, no, there's 2 more after this one. Okay, so there's 2 more after this one, and then we'll be able to say we completely 100%ed Vanguard Bandits. The last stream will be on May 19th. Hopefully I do not get sick by that point. It's gonna be like the worst if I'm out for another month, which was, in all honesty, it's unusual that I'm sick for like an entire month, okay? Usually maybe it lasts a week, maybe 2 at most. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Next one, we're gonna add on Sharking Sortie to the next stream, and then continue on the normal route up to Logan Siege. And then we will be able to do mission 23, I forgot what it's called, but chapter 20, Darkness and Light, and get the bad ending, which is the ultimate goal of this stream, of this series right now. Let's do that, 100% everything, and then we can add this to our, I guess, badge list of 100% of games. And you all got to witness every single route, which was freaking awesome. And an early thank you for watching all the routes so far. Really appreciate that. So, if you're looking to subscribe, just go ahead and subscribe. Notification bell, as far as I know, it actually does something. If you want to keep track of what I'm doing, I try to be on Mastodon regularly, kind of regularly. I do post when I find something interesting or when I'm going to go stream, or basically plans that I'm doing. And the current plan that I've been working on for like the last month when I'm sick is doing full playthroughs of games that I've either done before or haven't done before. I've done a full blind playthrough, which is blind playthrough, if you don't know, is playing a game that you've never played before completely. And that one was J Cocoon. So if you know what it is, then you do. If you don't, you don't. But as far as I know, not many people actually know what J Cocoon is, which is surprising. It is a really old PlayStation game, and it's not one of the mainstream ones, so it's understandable. But I've gotten a blind playthrough from that. I'm just currently editing right now, editing it down. Sorry, not editing it down. I'm just basically putting it to a state where it can be watchable, right? Shortening the loading screens, for instance, right? Some loading screens can extend past 10 seconds, which is really bad, right? So I shorten them to a second, and then also saving, right? Just cut those parts out, saving and loading. And then, for everybody who's really into games, popular ones, I'm currently doing Parasite Eve, so it's 100% full playthrough of it. Currently I'm on floor 41, and no, sorry, 51, and of the Chrysler Building EX mode. So I'm almost done 100%ing it, and yeah, that one will be released. The way I'm gonna release those ones, the full super long videos, is the super long video, multi-hour long video, is gonna be released by itself, and then from there, segments of that multi-hour long video will be released weekly, right? So you'll be able to watch a shortened version of it instead of watching like a bingeable version of it, if that's what you prefer, right? But they'll all link to the full-length video. It's gonna be the same deal with Parasite Eve. The segments for Parasite Eve are obviously going to be the days or normal playthrough, and then the floor ranges from Chrysler Building, right? So yeah, that's what I'm doing. So subscribe, notification bell if you want it on, otherwise don't worry. And then Mastodon for keeping up to date with what I'm doing or am planning to do. So thank you so much for watching this live stream. Hope to see you on Thursday at 9:15 again. Sorry about being late today. Not streaming for a month really threw me off. But I'll be here for 9:15 for sure on Thursday. So I'll see you there.